we're going head-to-head to pick the best snacks in Magic Kingdom.
Hey there, Man Fam. We're here at Walt Disney World for another edition of the Booze and Bites Draft.
We're at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
There is no booze.
I mean, there's the sit-down restaurants, but they don't count.
That doesn't count.
Bevies?
Best Bites?
Best Bites.
Best Bites Draft.
Best Bites Draft.
This is the game where Alan and I are going to go head-to-head drafting different lands of the park to our teams to create the best list of snacks and drinks around the park. And at the end, you get to vote on who drafted a better team.
But it all starts with a coin toss. Okay, screen record on. Call it heads or tails.
Tails.
It's tails.
Now, before we get to my first draft pick, here's how the game works. Today, Alan and I will be doing 3 rounds of picks. I will be going first, but it will be a snake draft, meaning Alan will get 2 in a row. There are 6 lands here in the Magic Kingdom to choose from: Main Street USA, Adventureland, Frontierland, Liberty Square, Fantasyland, and Tomorrowland. When you draft a land to your team, you are then acquiring all of the snack carts, all of the quick service locations. If there are treats inside the merchandise locations, those are yours too. The only thing not on the table, sit-down dining.
Nice. On the table.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Thank you. Those don't count. It's just quick service and snack stands. And with that, I'm ready to take my first pick. Wow, what an honor to get the first draft pick here at the Magic Kingdom. Now, it's no surprise, I've said this many times before, Magic Kingdom is not my favorite park when it comes to eating. However, there is one land that I think shines very high above the rest. It's got the best savory treat and the best sweet treat in the park. Adventureland, come on down.
I mean, she's right.
Making our way slightly to the right down the middle of Main Street USA. Try not to trip in those trolley tracks. And it is a beautiful day here, y'all. It is like high 70s, a little breeze. It's not very busy, which you can tell by the fact that they were still running the Main Street vehicles this late in the day. It's like mid-afternoon. It is a lovely day to be in the Magic Kingdom. What a joy to be here right now. I haven't been to the Magic Kingdom in a minute, and this is like weather-wise, crowd level-wise, perfect. All right, let's talk about what's making it on my team now that I have drafted Adventureland. For starters, you got the spring roll cart right here with the famous cheeseburger spring roll, which in my opinion are the best savory snack in all of Magic Kingdom. We're gonna get some because of course, if we're drafting these teams, we are gonna show what they bring to the table. So pin in that. Moving further into the land, right on your right-hand side, you've got Sunshine Tree Terrace, home of the Orange Bird, the original snack mascot here at Magic Kingdom. Now, they no longer have the Citrus Swirl, which was the original cool treat, but they do have Dole Whip Orange, Dole Whip Strawberry, a couple of other Dole Whip floats, and most importantly, mobile order Shaky Jamaiky. And moving yet further, you come to, again, home of the best sweet treat in all of Magic Kingdom. Some would argue in all of Walt Disney World, the Dole Whip at Aloha Isle. This is where you've got the classic pineapple Dole Whip, which you can get swirled with vanilla. You can get it on the upside down cake. You can get it in a float. You've also got my personal favorite, the cocoa nut Dole Whip, which put on top of the pineapple upside down cake is a game changer. You got a popcorn cart, but who doesn't? And last but not least, you've got the Pirates of the Caribbean themed quick service restaurant, Tortuga Tavern. Is it my favorite quick service restaurant in the park? It is not, but it does have a few hidden gems, including a peanut butter Nutella banana sandwich, orange chicken strips, and a desert pear lemonade pirate slushie, which I'm not gonna lie to you, tastes a lot like the Night Blossom slush in Pandora and Animal Kingdom. Perfect to cool you down on a hot day. Now, I should note that Tortuga Tavern does have unusual hours. It's not open as much as every location in the park. However, we all know the reason I drafted this first is because of Dole Whip and spring rolls. As promised, we will be enjoying some of the cheeseburger spring rolls to represent Adventureland. Now, the spring roll cart usually has 2 different varieties. These are, again, cheeseburgers. So they are stuffed with ground beef, onion, pickle, ketchup, cheese, everything that would be delicious in a Big Mac cheeseburger, but in a lovely little fried wonton wrapper here with some special burger sauce on the side. The other one they had right now, pepperoni pizza, which has got pepperoni, cheese, marinara sauce, and it's served with marinara dipping sauce. Those are fine, but not my favorite. However, they tend to swap that one out. They've had Philly cheesesteak in the past. They've had buffalo chicken. Those ones are really good. They haven't had those in a while, but the cheeseburger are the GOAT for me. I'm like a little gremlin right now. We love a special sauce. It's always like a Thousand Island Big Mac sauce. These are delicious, and again, my favorite savory snack in the entire park. You got the ground beef, which is nice and lean, very cheesy, little zit from the pickles. I love the Big Mac sauce that you're dipping it into. Again, it's nothing like flavor-wise gonna blow you away, but if you like a cheeseburger, this is a very fun way to eat it, and it's a great snack. Or you know what, if you're a light eater, it could be lunch, a light lunch, it's chef's kiss.
Okay. Arguably the strongest pick one in this draft. However, that clears up my next two choices, and they're right next to each other, and I've been thinking about this a lot. If I didn't get Adventureland and pick one, I knew exactly where I was gonna go next. It is a small but mighty land filled with only winners. Liberty Square. Welcome to the team. All right, welcome to Liberty Square. Now, when I say all bangers, of course I mean the popcorn cart, which, you know, every land has. And of course the market, which not every land has, but it's a nice place for a little bit of grab and go. And what I'm actually mean by the bangers are Sleepy Hollow as well as Columbia Harbor House. Now at Columbia Harbor House, you can pick up the classics like a lobster roll, hush puppies, or those delicious black garlic and truffle fries. I'm also sad as we're sitting here by Liberty Square Market, and I'm remembering a time where they used to serve baked potatoes. And now I'm sad, but happy at the memory. But we are headed to Sleepy Hollow Refreshments to have what, in my opinion, is one of the best items in this theme park. Now, aside from this delicious looking Mickey waffle that is covered with a chocolate hazelnut spread, bananas, berries, strawberries, and whipped cream, on this menu you can also get the only hand-dipped corn dog in this park. And I know what you might be thinking, Alan, this has funnel cake on the menu, to which I say, yes, but it also has waffles. So there. Now, I have not had this version of this waffle since it was changed to be Mickey shaped. So I'm excited to see what the shape brings to the party. Okay. I want to get a strawberry on there too. They can handle it. Yeah. Very crisp, fluffy waffle, covered with chocolate hazelnut spread. Then the bananas are very ripe and fresh on top, followed by some strawberries that look as if they've been like lightly macerated, not super much so. Super much, new word. This is very simple, executed very well, and it's delicious. And in a park like Magic Kingdom that doesn't have the best food out of all of the 4 theme parks, this is like top 3 items here. Okay, and because this is a snake draft, I get to kick off round 2. So 2 picks in a row, but again, Molly's gonna get her 2 picks in a row after this, so it's all a wash anyway. But with my second selection, kicking off round 2. Round 2, pick 1. I think the best of what remains, in my opinion, Frontierland, welcome to Team Al. Well, howdy and a hearty yee-haw to you. We've made our way into Frontierland. Now, upon first entering the land, we were graced. Our eyeballs were absolutely graced with the Frontierland Hoedown, which is a surprise and delight dance party with some of your favorite cowpoke and the country bears. But let's talk about the real reason why we are here, food. Now, we do have a cart here that has the iconic Pepper Jack stuffed pretzel, which I really enjoy. You also have Westward Ho, where you can pick up a candied bacon skewer, as well as jalapeno poppers. Also, just in case you forgot to grab them at the front of the park on Main Street USA, you can pick up some corn dog nuggets here. Of course, you also have Pecos Bill Tall Town Inn and Cafe, which is where we are headed. But I would be remiss if I did not mention the Golden Oak Outpost, which has some new items ever since Tiana's Bayou Adventures joined us here in Frontierland, where you can pick up some of Tiana's beignets. Now, these are not the Mickey-shaped beignets. They are their own thing. And they also have some hot honey chicken atop sweet potato fries. Now, Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn and Cafe is where you can mosey on inside and pick any of the copious seating where you can enjoy some Tex-Mex fare. And it's good that there's so much seating because it's a pretty popular place. I am still bummed that the toppings bar has gone away, but the food that I have had here is always quite tasty. On the menu, you can get yourself a steamed tamale, nacho bowl, a Southwest Caesar salad if you're looking for something a little bit lighter, and you have a choice of protein, either some chicken, pork, or beef. They also have some sides like the barbecue cheddar seasoned fries, a burger you can pick up, and a plant-based rice bowl. All right, have picked up our food. We have gotten the steamed tamale. This is a steamed green chili cheese tamale with stewed pinto beans, cilantro lime rice, queso fresco, and pico de gallo. And we got the citrus chipotle chicken on top, as well as a side of queso, which I should announce is $1 if you would like a side of extra queso. And I picked up the nacho bowl. This is made with house-fried corn tortilla chips smothered with stewed pinto beans, chipotle queso, and pico de gallo. And on top of that, I got Coca-Cola cherry braised pork and a side of guacamole, which, again, worth noting, $2.50 to have that on the side. Molly has picked up the sour cream and some hot sauce because, you know, we like flavor in our food.
I want to tell you as I eat this tamale that my screen name when I was on AIM in middle school was Hot Tamale 4425, like the candy, but spelled like my name. And I just felt really compelled to tell you that right now. Let's try this tamale. So the chicken's on top. The tamale itself has got some green chilies and cheese, and then it's got the masa right there. I'll try it once without the queso, then I'm definitely dipping it in queso, but I should get some chicken. My excitement at the flavor of the chilies in this dish does not bode well for me as a competitor, but it does bode well for me as a person who likes eating. This has got a lot more flavor than I expected with that mixture inside the tamale itself. The tamale, it's a little thick compared to what I've had like in Texas when it's maybe a little more authentic, but it's melting really nicely. It's got good texture, but the innard of the cheese with the green chili has a little tiniest bit of heat and flavor right there. Chicken on top's cooked well. This is good.
You hear that, internet? And voters in the poll that we posted on the posts section after this video is released? It's good. Anyway, let's try the nachos. That's a naked nacho. We don't do that on this family-friendly channel. Listen, there's not a lot that I'm going to say about nachos that you don't already know. The chips are crispy. That's what you want to know, right? They're not soggy. They've been bogged down by the toppings. The queso, nice, flavorful, very cheesy. It doesn't taste like fake cheese. The pico de gallo on top. Tomatoes, onions, jalapeno bits. So every once in a while you get a pop of spice. But the star of the show here is that cola braised pork. It really is no secret that if you braise pork in Coca-Cola, it's gonna taste good. And this is nice because it has the added cherry element. It's a little sweet, but not super sweet for that meat, not like a super sweet barbecue sauce, but I'm a big fan of these nachos. I will say, the one knock I'm gonna give it is I wanna be fair, is that it does fall prey to what a lot of nacho type dishes or like charcuterie dishes fall prey to, where I feel like there's more chips than toppings. Which is why you get a side of queso. Quick update for you. Queso, confirmed, good buy. For $1, yes. Guacamole for $2.50. Not for me. I'm gonna say that doesn't necessarily hit for me. It does taste like prepackaged guac. It's sort of bland, not super flavorful, and a little more acidic than I would like.
Now, I'm not in the business of losing, but one thing I do want to point out that you can do is order $1 worth of queso and then get that pepper jack pretzel from the cart over there, or get the corn dog nuggets or the jalapeno poppers. Do with this information as you will. Am I annoyed I'm telling you this because this is helping Alan? Probably, yeah, but I have integrity, and it's most important to me that people eat queso. That matters the most. Not gonna lie to you, it's pretty bad for me that Pecos' new menu is actually very, very good. That is now my #1 quick service in the park. Bad for me, good for your knowledge, good for Alan. But now I'm back with 2 picks in a row. I'm torn on what to do next, but I'm very confident in what to do now. It's the largest land in the park, the most variety in the park, dare I say the most magical place in the park? Fantasyland. Welcome to Team Molly. Welcome to Fantasyland, friends. We're in a game of quality versus quantity. Well, we got a lot of quantity. But you know what? That means it appeals to a wide variety of people, and hopefully everyone could find something they enjoy. Now let's start with the not as great and work our way up. Pinocchio Village Haas. Probably my least favorite quick service restaurant in Magic Kingdom due to their flatbreads, which are less than delicious. But they also have those black truffle fries that Alan was talking about at Columbia Harbor House. So, haha, I also have delicious French fries, and you can mobile order Shaky Jamaica there and enjoy it on the beautiful second story terrace overlooking the park and the castle. That's pretty nice. Right across the way here, you've got 2 more snack stand locations, one savory, one sweet, starting with the Friers Nook. This little spot has delicious grab-and-go options like cheddar bacon and ranch tots, a hot dog should you enjoy that, a mac and cheese hand pie, and some new apple cider donuts with caramel sauce. Listen, I don't like donuts, but I've heard they're delicious, and you're still voting for me as a team, so if you like donuts, keep that in mind. They've also got a strawberry lemonade slushie here, which is quite tasty on a hot day, and very important, once again, Shaky Jamaica. And right next door, we've got Storybook Treats, where you have a delicious abundance of ice cream and sweet treats. If you want to keep it classic, they've got vanilla and chocolate soft serve here, which you can also do in a swirl, in a cone, in a float, a hot fudge, or a strawberry sundae. Plus, they've got 2 princess-inspired Dole Whip treats, including the Aurora cone, as well as the Rapunzel sundae, which is shortcake with Dole Whip lemon and berry on top with some berry compote. It is delicious. I've had it. An A+ dessert. Now, if you make your way through the Fantasyland expansion, you come upon one of my personal favorite spots in the park, Gaston's Tavern. And that's because not only does it have a ginormous cinnamon roll, the best cinnamon roll in Walt Disney World, that is A+, highly recommended, a top-tier snack in this park. It also has the relatively new tarts. There's a sweet creme brulee tart as well as a savory ham and cheese tart. And y'all, hats off to this tart because it is flaky, it is buttery, it's a little salty because of the ham and nutty because of the cheese. It is an excellent bite. And of course, there's also Le Fou Brew, which is the apple icy, iconic, delicious, and very refreshing on a hot day. Also in the new Fantasyland expansion, across from Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid, is Prince Eric's Village Market. There's turkey legs there. Do I like turkey legs? No, but I'm playing for keeps, and I know some of you do. But there's also a giant pretzel, which I do like, and I think is worth noting. I feel like an infomercial because, but wait, there's more. Don't forget, Storybook Circus is part of Fantasyland when you look at the map. Now, walking into Storybook Circus, you've got a couple of carts with classics like popcorn, churros, and Mickey bars, but once you get into Storybook Circus, you've got Big Top Souvenirs, which, yes, this is part merchandise store, but it's also part bakery spot. So you have got a bakery case full of delicious handmade treats such as caramel apples, fudge, marshmallow ones, cookies, and more. And last but certainly not least, the spot we're headed to get our Fantasyland snack, the Cheshure Cafe. This adorable little snack stand is themed to Alice in Wonderland, which is why it's right across from the Mad Tea Party. And it's got a few really quality little treats, including a cupcake filled with tea-flavored buttercream, more Joffreys coffee. You can also get that pepper jack pretzel here, so Alan's not the only one with that either. And most importantly, the Cheshire Cattail. Here she is, my Cheshire Cattail, and this is a prime example in simple deliciousness because you've got a flaky, buttery croissant, a little chocolate chip action in there, and then it's simply drizzled with a little pink and purple icing to resemble the Cheshire Cat's tail, as the name would suggest. It's served warm. This is one of those things that's like more than the sum of its parts because it's not anything revolutionary as far as what it is, but it is so good because it's a really good buttery, flaky croissant. And then you've got a perfect ratio of this rich chocolate to the buttery croissant, a little bit of extra sweetness from the icing on top, but mostly it's there for aesthetics. It's served for breakfast. You can get it with a cold brew, a great coffee breakfast treat. Yeah, Fantasyland has a lot of stuff I don't love, Pinocchio's, but there are quite a few hidden gems among the rest. All right, we have one round left, round 3, only 2 lands remain in the park. This is the first time the whole park will be chosen in one of these drafts based on how it's all split up. Now I could choose Tomorrowland, where they've got my favorite crooner singing songs as you eat a mediocre burger, as well as a lot of coffee-related items. Or I could pick Main Street USA, I'm not gonna lie to you, that would primarily be for corn dog nuggets. So the question is, am I willing to give up coffee and betray who I am as a person to get what I think will be the popular vote for the corn dog nugget? And the answer to that, friends, is no. I value coffee, and I think a lot of you do too. Tomorrowland, welcome to Team Molly. All right, here's what's joining the team with Tomorrowland. First of all, as I already hinted, you've got Cosmic Ray's Starlight Cafe, which is a absolutely massive quick service restaurant. And this is your kind of classic theme park fare. I'm talking burgers, I'm talking chicken tenders. I'm also talking a Greek salad that's actually pretty good, as well as a spicy chicken sandwich. Is anything in this restaurant gonna be the best thing you've ever eaten? No. But it's gonna be a crowd pleaser. Some things are definitely better than others. I, again, prefer the chicken tenders, the spicy chicken sandwich, and the salad to the burgers. But most importantly, while technically aesthetics don't count, I do think it's important to remind you that while you're eating at Cosmic Ray's, you get to hear the sweet, sweet stylings of one sunny eclipse. I'm also acquiring the lunching pad, which is the snack stand underneath the Astro Orbiter, where you've got multiple different kinds of hot dogs, so I guess I got a bunch of hot dogs anyway. But you also have sticky bubble bread, which is kind of like monkey bread served all day long, as well as the cream cheese stuffed pretzel, the sweet cream cheese stuffed pretzel that Alan loves so much. That one's on my team, and it is delicious. Tomorrowland is also home to Energy Bites, which is the little snack stand outside of Tron Light Cycle Run, which has some variety of fruit slushies. You've also got Cool Ship here, which is, you know, another popcorn stand that's also got Mickey bars and the cinnamon glazed nuts, but it's probably the coolest themed popcorn cart so far. Perhaps most importantly, Tomorrowland is home to the only full-service Joffreys cart in the Magic Kingdom, Joffreys Revive. Here you can get those beloved giant donuts, a few other pastry treats, and most importantly, all of the varieties of Joffrey's coffee, including, of course, my beloved Shaken Jamaican. And when it comes to coffee in the Magic Kingdom, what do you want? Starbucks that you can get on a layover in Milwaukee? Or do you want Joffrey's, which for most of us is a Disney exclusive treat? And lastly, the spot we're headed to, speaking of Joffrey's, Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies. This is where you can get a variety of soft-serve treats, including things like Coke floats, chocolate shakes, or an asteroid shake, which comes with donut holes. There's also a brownie sundae, a churro, but most important for me and the team are the cold brew floats. That's right, you can get Joffrey's cold brew and then get your choice of soft serve plopped right in there. That is quite literally the best dessert you could imagine. All right, and here it is, the Joffrey's cold brew float. Now, previously I got vanilla, but this time I was intrigued by the salted caramel soft serve, and then it's just black shaken Jamaican coffee on top. So any sweetness from this dessert is coming from the ice cream, but you could have chosen vanilla or chocolate or swirl, but I went for this. I'm gonna try the ice cream first. Oh, it's very caramelly and it definitely tastes salted, so it's a little sweet for me, but I like the salt cutting it. And I think you swirl it in there with the delicious Shaky Jamaican, which I've been saying that a lot. Shaken Jamaican is a one of the Joffrey's cold brews. It's got caramel in it, but it is a black coffee. It's just a flavored coffee. It's got caramel and vanilla. This is perfect. As a coffee lover, I love that it's not sweet. It still tastes like my beloved coffee, but it's just got a little something extra with the ice cream. Perhaps I wasn't giving Magic Kingdom enough credit for their sweet treats, because there have been quite a few good ones today.
Now, I don't really get to make a choice here. The choice has been made for me, and I will gladly welcome Main Street USA to my team. Now, am I a little bit miffed? Stitch, I need you for encouragement right now, not to egg me on. Am I a bit miffed that I was unable to get and had the cream cheese stuffed pretzel taken from me at the lunching pad? Yes. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm an honest person. But I do Please, Stitch. I'm trying to say something.
Stitch is right over here.
You done? So, I am proud to say that I do have a monopoly on corn dog nuggets. So, well, tit for tat. Now, of course, if we are going to Main Street USA, we're going to Casey's Corner to pick up some corn dog nuggets. But if you're a hot dog fan, they have hot dogs available for you as well, and they are, in a word, massive. And on top of all that, they also have a really tasty mint julep lemonade slushie. You also have the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor where you can pick up some delicious ice cream treats. If I was in a sweets mood, that's where I'd be going. You can also grab Starbucks, which I know Molly has disparaged, but if you're looking for a quick little cup of Java on your way into the theme park, you can grab one there.
Or it's funny you're calling it quick. It's very crowded in there.
Or if you would like a sweet treat, you have the most iconic of all of the sweet treat cases found at the Main Street Confectionery. Who doesn't love walking into Magic Kingdom and getting absolutely blasted in the face by all of these sweet smells of those pastries? And if you are in a crafty mood, you can make your own popcorn bowl at the back of the Main Street Confectionery, which is a tasty custom treat. Casey's Corner was a poppin' joint, so we had to walk about a short distance away to find a bench.
But now we have a really good view.
We do have a really good view of the castle, as Molly sort of said. You didn't hear it because of the way the mic is facing. And I have a great view of these corn dog nuggets and a side of French fries. And Molly let me know when she walked back up for $1, she added yet another side of cheese.
Let me be in charge of ordering.
So let's get into it. Dear viewer, I'm not going to confidently state what meat is inside this corn dog nugget, because frankly it changes. In the past it's been turkey and chicken. What shall it be today?
It all tastes the same. It doesn't matter.
I can't tell. Listen, these are a classic grab-and-go snack. I don't love them with the side of cheese. I like them with mustard on top. Crispy corn exterior, fluffy dough, and the inside, whatever meat this is, and the small wiener, it's cooked quite well. Well, that brings us to the end of another Best Bites draft here at the Magic Kingdom.
And as a reminder, tickled to join Team Molly, you have Adventureland, Fantasyland, and Tomorrowland.
And giddy to join Team Allen, you have Liberty Square, Frontierland, and Main Street USA.
And now it's up to you, Man Fam. Head to the community tab and let us know who drafted the better team here at Magic Kingdom. And also let us know where you want us to play next. We've already done this at Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Disney Springs, Universal, but we can keep on playing, and so let your voice be heard.
And until next time, friends, please be sure to like this video, subscribe if you are new, follow us on all of our socials, and come join us on Discord. We'd love to have you there. The links for all that are down below.
And until next time, friends, I'm Molly.
And I'm Alan.
And it has been delicious.
It has been.
And honestly, a little surprising.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Pleasantly so.
Magic Kingdom's still not the best food, but they have stepped their game up.
True.